The time is nigh. Open up your eyes to see the signs of the times. Got to be wise to all of their lives. Look to the sky from where my help comes. Wake up, got to wake up from the slumber. Don't let them pull you under. Rise up off the water. Never let them wrestle you into the mud.
Yes, family. Greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, Empress Menin. One perfect balance. Yes, that's right. Yes, family. Man, you just heard the alarm. I hope you heard the alarm. There's some serious things going on, and we going to work with it tonight. I mean, once and for all, without question. So you want to go tell a friend to tell a friend. The question is, I give you 5 reasons why the Barbados pension scheme is a scam. We're going to cut to all the chase, all the long talk, all the political rhetoric, and we're going to get straight to the heart of the matter. So go tell a friend and tell a friend. The thing about it is, man, look, this is one of those conversations that, if you're emotional, don't even watch it. Just log off now and go and tune into something else. But if you want the hard truth and facts of this reality, recognize that I'm giving you 5 reasons why the Barbados pension scheme is a scam. Yeah, I'm gonna give reasons why. I mean, it's right in front of your eyes, but sometimes we don't see it till we see it. You get it? Yeah, let me just, I gotta pull one thing up right. Yeah, this right here. I drag this over here. Let me just drag this right here. Put it right where I can see it. Anyhow, family, give you 5 reasons. Now, wait, I just realized normally I'd be having a tune to come on in. And I just realized I ain't got no tune to come on in. Yo, shout out to the family over way and abroad, up there in the north. Shout me tonight for sure. I have a special request. A weird special request, but it's a request nevertheless. But we're going to get to it tonight. 5 reasons why the Barbados pension scheme, wait, hold up, wait. This side, the scheme is a scam. Yeah, got the elders stressed out, man. I don't know what's going on. But we're going to deal with it. We're going to deal with it, family. So go tell a friend to tell a friend. Now, normally I play a tune and I come on and rocking, man. But you know what? We're behind the ball tonight in terms of timing. So I just go and drop it right. Tell them I see you, family. I see you, Glenn. I see you. Go tell a friend. Sonia. Yo, Sonia, you dangerous, man. I've been watching you, I've been watching you, man. Yo, shout out to Sonia tonight, man. Yeah, that's Sorrel there drinking good. Listen, if you ain't never had, look, man, real quick plug in. Y'all want the best sorrel mix in Barbados? I didn't have the time to boil the sorrel leaves, so I had the time. So I actually bought some Star sorrel syrup from Star. I don't know if you ever heard the brand. Star, listen, this Star sorrel is unlike any other sorrel I ever had before. This is like the best sorrel on the market. Just trying to say, a little plug in for Star right there. Drink up. A taste of nature. Yeah, in a glass. And then it's not even Christmas. Sorrel all year round. Anyhow, family, this thing was bothering me for a while, and I've been seeing a lot of dialogue about it, a lot of commentaries about it, a lot of indirect comments being made about it, a lot of different things being said about it. Let me say this, man. And I said it before, when they privatize this, it gonna happen in such a way people ain't gonna even see when it happened, how it happened, and they're gonna think it's the best thing since sliced bread. I'm telling you. So go tell a friend and tell a friend. If you want the hard, cold facts of the matter, if you want the facts of the matter, not just the matter, but the facts of the matter. Politically incorrect. That's where we at. And I'm going to show you tonight, without a shadow of a doubt, why the 5 reasons why the Barbados pension scheme is a scam. It's a scam. I mean, it's right there. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. So I'm going to jump right into it. I feel a bit. Nah, man, we gotta drop a tune. We cannot not drop a tune. Let me put this here on. Let me put this on vibrate. Otherwise, this would be going off all night. Yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. Did y'all get a chance to watch that documentary? I told y'all to go watch the one. What was it called? Bad Friday. Put that on vibrate. Yeah, me going silent to politically incorrect. If you haven't watched it as yet, family, go and watch Bad Friday. Go and watch Bad Friday, man. Go and watch Bad Friday. It is an absolute must. At this point, it's a must. It's a must. It's a must. I can't find politically. Wait a minute. I just got it. I just got it. I just got it. Politically incorrect. There it is. All right. We're cooking with gas now. We're cooking with gas. Cooking with gas. I see you. I see you. Yeah. Tyrone, I see you, Tyrone. I see you. Listen, family, go watch that documentary. I put the link up before. Maybe tonight before I go, I'll put it up again. You got to go and watch this. I mean, like, you just got to watch it. You got to watch it. This even add more value to what I'm about to show you right now. Pertaining to Barbados. Although that happened in Jamaica, I'm saying in Coral Garden, you got to watch Bad Friday, the documentary on what happened that day and the days following. It's just an absolute must. But you heard the alarm earlier, family. Without question, you heard the alarm. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're going to get into it right now. Somebody said they can't see the comments. I am not sure why that is. Sonia, you said you cannot see the comments. I'm not sure. Good night, family. Good night to you too. Okay, yes, Thelma. I got you covered. Jacqueline, I see you too. Beverly. Police and thieves would wait, hold on, Glenn. I see that one. I see that one. I saw that one. With that one, police and thieves would be good tune to play right now. Police and thieves. You know what? It probably would be. It would be. Probably at the end, Glenn. Yes, we can pull that one off for you. Right now, we're gonna jump right into this, man, without further ado. So on my list, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reasons. I got 5 reasons. And I'm gonna start with the absolute most important one first. And but you know what? Maybe I should play this video first. I'm gonna play this video first. I'm gonna play this video first. I think this is too important not to play. I think this video is too important not to play. I gotta play this video first. I gotta play this video first. Wait, let me line it up. Let me line it up. Let me line it up. There you go. Now let me say this for the record. This video is actually located on the Facebook page of the Barbados National Insurance Social Security page. And I want you all to listen carefully. Just listen. See, this is what I'm telling you. Look, tonight on Politically Incorrect, you're going to get the hard facts of the matter. Not just the matter, because I see a lot of political figures having a lot to say now about what's been a problem since the inception. But because certain ones were benefiting directly and indirectly, and right now the cat is out the bag, you see a lot of people got a lot to say. But they weren't saying much a few years ago. Although the situation is nothing new. They knew this was going to come. In fact, let me let this play out first. Watch this video, family. Watch this video. Go tell a friend to tell a friend.
The most notable measures that we're taking, especially if you're someone who has an investment background, concerns the agreement that's been reached with the Central Bank of Barbados, granted by the governor, the new governor, Dr. Kevin Greenwich, that allows the NIS access to $40 million of cash a year to invest abroad. And this will allow the NIS to diversify its portfolio in a way that was previously not possible for different reasons. But this agreement is planned to be a rolling agreement subject to prevailing macroeconomic conditions. But if the fund is successful in getting $40 million a year for just 2 economic cycles, and that might be 12, 15 years down the road, it would allow the fund up to 15 percentage points of diversification in its portfolio. So in concrete terms, what does that mean? Today, the fund has about 67% of its investments in government securities and government bonds. That's more than it wants. Its own guidelines put down about 57%. So if you had 15 points of freedom to change that, you could put it into equities, real estate, alternative investments, hold more cash than you otherwise might be able to, and so on. So for the portfolio side, this is really a watershed, a huge innovation for them.
A huge innovation for them. All I'm gonna say is, wait, hold on. Let me just.
One of the most notable measures.
Let me go right back about here, right about, yeah, here.
But if the fund is successful in getting 40 million a year for just 2 economic cycles, and that might be 12, 15 years.
2 economic cycles, 12, 15 years, $40 million a year. Do me a favor. I got a few mathematicians in my family here. 40 million US a year for 2 cycles, 12 to 15. Let me go with the 15. 40 million times 15, 40 million US times 15. That's what? 40, 400, 600 million. Let me see if my math, let me see if my math is correct. I don't know. Somebody help me here, man. Somebody help me, man. How much is that, man? Wait, my comments at, man. Talk to me. 40 million US a year for 15 years. Somebody help me, man. How much is that, man? Let me see if we got this straight. Five reasons why the Barbados National Insurance is a scam. Number 1, ISIS. They see ISIS working out the math. See ISIS work. Wait, hold up. You mean nobody ain't marked that out? Nobody ain't marked that one out yet? It must be the slow delay on the comments, man. Shout out to Dominique in the house, by the way. I got to shout out Dominica for sure. Greetings and beautiful souls. We here with you, man. Miss Critchlow, see you too, family. Yes, it was 6 something. I knew Wayne was going to get that. If nobody else, I knew for a fact Wayne was going to hit that. 600 million. 600 million. 600 million. Now, wait a minute. And that's US, which adds up to basically 1.2 billion Barbados dollars over the next 15 years, according to the brother right here. And this is money coming from the central bank. But wait a minute. I like ain't sure. The comments seem slow. Yeah, you know how it's gonna go. You see the title, right? 5 reasons why Barbados pension scheme is a scam. You know the comments gonna come up slow. Trust what I tell you. You know that. That's 1.6 billion Barbados dollars, family. Can somebody type that? 1.6 billion Barbados dollars. Put that up, man. Put that up. So my thing is, let me give you the link to this video right here. So the Central Bank of Barbados gives a nod to invest US 40 million abroad. 40 million US a year to national insurance for investment purposes. Well, guess what? Number 1 on my list. Well, number 4 on my list should have been number 1 to me. But number 1 on my list is, this is the reason why. Let me get down to it. Let me get to it, man. Let me get to it. This right here is the number 1 reason why the Barbados pension scheme is a scam. Number 1, Barbados is not a country. Barbados is a corporation. It's a corporation. It's the biggest scam on the people of Barbados. It's a corporation. It's a company. And because it's a company, anybody who's an employee can only benefit according to the policies of the company. Now, what do I mean by that? By virtue of the fact that you are a citizen of this country / corporation, it means that you are subject to the rules and regulations of the corporation. The most that Shafat workers could do is protest. But guess what? If the administration decide that, you know what, we just gonna get rid of the staff because we're looking to hire new staff, guess what they're gonna do? Just bring in new staff. They're just gonna bring in new staff. They're just gonna bring in or import new staff. Number one reason why it's a scam, because Barbados is a corporation, it's a company. The illusion that this is a country and we all together as one happy family and we put into this thing and we all going to benefit down the road. It's a lie. It's a way to legally take back from you that which they gave you under the guise that they're going to invest it. And as you get a mature age and you reach the age of retirement, they're going to give it back to you in the form of pension, which is funny because they call it an insurance payout. Okay. Which brings me to number 2 on my list. Because if it's an insurance payout, why is it then that when you pass away, like any other insurance you buy into, like a life insurance policy, when you pass away, your family reaps the benefit of your policy? Now, here's the thing. Within the policy arrangement, you have the ability to withdraw cash. So if you reach an age where you retire and you needed funds, for example, the average insurance policy allows you to access funds and have equity in it. Therefore, you get to access that at some point if you so choose to. Not national insurance, no. You ain't getting $1 out of that if you pass away. Your family ain't getting $1. Well, you ain't gonna be getting $1. Your family ain't gonna get nothing either. It's the money stays there because what they have done is find a way to do what? Invest this thing. Which brings me to number 3 on my list. Number three. How is it possible that they take your money in an insurance scheme / policy scheme, now recognized as a scam, invest your money that you gave them, benefit from the investment in some cases, because in other cases, well, that's number 5 on the list. Let me get to that in a minute. Make money off of your money, according to the brother just now. They want to invest $40 million a year, $1.2 billion over the next 15 years, to God knows how much money to make off of that, or to write that off by paying that out to other people. But you don't get none of that back. You don't have no dividends. You don't get no returns on that money, that investment, outside of the fact that you invested in it and you're waiting for the pension when you get to 65, 6, 7, or 8. I don't even know what number it is at right now because I don't have a clue. You don't get no money back from that whatsoever. None. You better off investing in your own private policy. At least when you invest in your private policy, depending on what type of insurance you have, you could actually take money out your policy and reinvest it. Create a family bank, form a trust, and do all kind of stuff. That's a different conversation, but we need to have those conversations because no one is getting it. You know, there's some folks that debate that they should leave the policy right where it's at. Now, don't get me wrong. Anything that brings awareness to the problems within the society, I'm all for spotting a light on it. But let's be realistic. Leaving the policy where it's at right now, well, the policy ain't right to start with. So no, we don't want to leave it where it's at. We want complete reform. But the reform we're looking for isn't the reform to keep it where it's at. The reform is to make sure that the wealthy don't get wealthier and the poor stay poor. The government insists that we're all in this together. Nah, like hell we ain't. Because there's certain sectors in this society that continually strive, continually grow, continually benefit financially, exorbitantly, and the poor get the bill consistently. But we in it together. Yeah. I have number 4 on my list. It was never sustainable. They knew from the inception, because the actuary over points in time kept reminding the government that this thing is not going to hold. It's not going to hold. You can't sustain it because we have one problem here. We have a major problem here. Let me tell you what the major problem is. Let me go straight to the horse's mouth. Let me see if I can find the article. You know what? I don't even. This it? I wonder if there's a. Yeah, this is it right here. So as always, you know, let me just go and share my media house tabloids. Here you go. Let me put this up here, family. So y'all know this guy here. This is the e-paper from Barbados Today. Barbados Today, I'm just using this to give a shout out. You know it is. We Associated Press. We share information. Here's what's up. So government Senator Gregory Nichols is, here's the thing. He's warning that correcting the issue facing the National Insurance Fund will sooner rather than later, listen to this man carefully, sooner rather than later, call for Barbadians to have serious discussions about population growth. According to him, this is not compliance or governance. According to him, this and not compliance or governance is the real problem with the national insurance scheme. What this brother is suggesting is that we have a population problem. And the only way to solve this is to bring people into Barbados, because right now, apparently there's, let me see if I have it right here. Do they have it? I saw it somewhere. There is a difference, a divide in the population of Barbados, those coming in versus what they claim are those going out. Yeah. He's basically saying we got to reach a point where we have to look at migration of other people from other territories into Barbados and plug them in to offset the bubble that's being created, not at the bottom, which you would need, but at the top. What he suggests that there are more people now retiring and drawing a pension than there are people coming into the system paying into the pension. Therefore, it can't be sustained. But that's funny, because that has always been that's been going on for quite some time now. Matter of fact, he also goes to claim that let's see, we're here. Oh, as it relates to the government's plan solution, the attorney at law dismissed any claims that the Mia Montley-led administration was wicked, quote unquote, for the proposed measures. Can't make this stuff up. On the contrary, he deemed the measures the most palatable for the country and criticized the former Democratic Labour Party for what he alleged was listen to this carefully, for what he alleged was a refusal to act on the danger signs. I find it a little rich that certain comments are being made about government's rush to deal with this issue. There's a perspective that guides and differentiates the Barbados Labour Party in its approach to governance. We would see the problem and we would promise the people that we will face it and fix it. And that is how we have adopt an approach to the governance of this country. We will bear the criticism for this. Now, the funny thing is, what he's suggesting is that this has been going on since the Democratic Labour Party, way before, which is funny because it was a problem before that. In fact, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Oinata would have spoke about this when he was running the program. But the problem is in Barbados, we just hear, we don't listen. We just hear, we don't listen. We hear, but we don't listen. Because if we were listening to what was being said before, we would know that this been red flag a long time ago. Beverly said people are running scared tonight. Don't get scared yet. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why tonight. Don't get scared yet, Beverly. Oh, don't get scared yet. Let me tell you what's going on, Bev. Let me tell you what's going on. for a long time, Barbados and Barbadians had this idea that, like the Prime Minister always kept saying, we in this together. Well, the truth and the fact is, we would never end together. I see people talk about Tony Moore should resign. Well, let me put it in perspective. Her last name, Moore, isn't by chance. Her being in St. George isn't by chance. In fact, a lot of Moors, indigenous people, were here when the colonizers came. And although other countries fought, and Barbados did fight for a little bit, the fight didn't last long here because they basically slaughtered a lot of people like they did in other countries. And the remaining few acquiesced in order to save their neck. And what happened basically is that they were then tasked and given the opportunity to govern the territory on behalf of the new captors. Those who came from Europe with their swords and their guns and everything else, they came and took charge, man. And the Moors that were here decided that they was going to work with these new occupiers, the colonial people, in exchange for some reward, mainly their necks and their head. So the Moors, not the ones that were fighting back, because believe you me, they're two different groups. They're those who fought and they're those who submitted. Apparently in Barbados in 2023, we have a lot of Moors who have submitted. We have a lot of Moors who still live here, who no longer practice Moorish science, but rather they have adopted the religion of the Anglo-Saxon colonizers and have gone and oppressed their fellow man. A lot of the plantations in Barbados were not run by white folks. They're run by folks look just like you and I. You don't believe me? Look around today. Some of these same families are still running the program. Still running the program. If you go and do the research on a lot of these so-called government ministers, not the ones that just came in recently, the younger ones, they might be bloodline somehow, distant cousin, outsider coming in close. But the old heads, go look at the old heads, man, and trace their family lineage as best you can, and you'll see they've been running the plantocracy on behalf of Massa, and they're still doing it. So it's no wonder why the leader of one union could sit and rub shoulders with the prime minister. I mean, yes, we know it's a conflict of interest. Yes, we know this, but like I said, like we said back when it first happened, in fact, it was during COVID. I remember like it was only yesterday. We did a program on that specific one. And we talked about it, family. We talked about it. We already know it's a conflict of interest, but guess what? Barbados sat back, watched, and did nothing. That's what employees do when the company make changes upstairs. The employees can't. What can they really do? What can they do? They don't have no power. They tell themselves they're powerless. What can they do other than gossip and talk about somebody else and what somebody else doing? But here we are today now, Beverly, wondering what happened, how we get this position, how we get here. Because the Moors are still colonizing the colony. Under the guise of democracy, false illusion of inclusion, and because you get to walk up and drink rum and do a couple events, get some free tickets, and buy from the merchants, because there's only merchants in Barbados. We are the only consumers. I mean, every aspect of Barbados is sustained by us. Facts. The coolie man in the community makes his money because he sells to us. Facts. The coolie man downtown in the stores makes his money because he sells to us. Facts. The corporations that are run here by white Bajans, for the most part, they make their money because we buy from them. Facts. We didn't get into the tourist stuff. A lot of them get to import stuff, that kind of stuff. The hotels and stuff get concessions. Trust me, they bring in a lot of the stuff. They might buy a couple things, but trust me, it is us that sustain the entire economy of Barbados. We, the people, sustain the entire economy of this nation. That brings me to point number 5. All the money that we make, we generate, rather. All the money we generate, all the currency we allow to flow, all the currency we allow to flow, all the current that flows through us Current is energy that flows through us. We take it, and rather than sustain ourselves and build communities, build cooperatives, build alliances, build oneness, build our family, what we do is we invest it back in them. We get it, we give it right back. We get it, we give it right back. Right back. Right back. We don't produce nor manufacture. And if we do, smallest scale possible. The vehicles we buy, there's no black owner in Barbados bringing in and selling vehicles on a large scale. We buy from them on a large scale. You got 1, 2 small brothers. By the way, show it to the brother, don't remember his name, Brian. Yeah, show it to Brian, man. Leave it at that. Probably 1 or 2 others, I don't know. Bertram up there in Christchurch. I don't know if he's still doing that. You know, the funny thing is, when we as a people look to sustain ourselves and organize ourselves, centralize ourselves in order to mobilize ourselves, everybody get mad like, yo, Emmanuel, yo, I hear you talking some hate language. Like, you hate Indians, you hate white Bajans and all this dumb stuff they be talking. All because I'm looking to empower the people. No, it's oneness is always one. Like, hell, we not. You know, you got all the money, you got all of everything, we ain't got nothing. Why is it that we always won when it comes to certain things, but when it comes to economics and economic growth and wealth, you know, you don't seem to remember me that you don't remember that we won. Yeah, I like this. Anyhow, enough is enough, family. Enough is enough. Number 5, all this currency that we produce, that will be allowed to flow through this economy. The government, the same government, access this almost with impunity. They treat it like their personal bank account, and they go at it and they don't answer us a thing. They don't answer nothing. Do as they will. As they will. This man will talk about taking 40 million US abroad and investing. Well, that's supposed to bring in foreign exchange. How so? But they sit there and speak so confidently, arrogantly, as if they think everybody falling for this hypocrisy. Nah, family. We got to do better, family. We got to do better. But wait, there's more. There's more. Just when you thought it couldn't get any better. Just when you thought it couldn't get any better. It gets better. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me go here a second. I thought this was a little strange, but I thought it was a little strange at first. But then I realized something. I was wondering why the national insurance, you know, should I put it out there, man? Because I don't even know if they know they did that. When you get a chance, go on the Barbados National Insurance Scheme page, right? And just kind of scroll through a lot of the stuff they have up. Let's go through it a bit. I'm going to put it up. Watch this. Let me just share this real quick. Now, this is on the National Insurance page, right? This is on their page. We talk about trust, right, family? This is on their page, family. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. This is on the National Insurance page. This is a national union. This is the National Union of Public Workers. All members of the NUPW. This INS reform sensitization meeting. Now, hold on a minute. Erie to the chair. Yo, question, family. Why would the NUPW as a union for the public workers, who are the ones paying it and probably going to feel it first, why would the National Insurance be hosting a meeting at their office in order to sensitize them about these changes? Why would that be? I'm just asking for a friend. I wasn't there, so Somebody tell me, man. This is the presentation by the National Insurance Officer. They had their personal officer came in to sensitize them to the changes. Listen, don't listen to no Marcia Weeks program. And shout out to Marcia Weeks, by the way, for putting in all the work, man. Bringing awareness to the people. Shout out to Kimar, by the way, and all the others making it happen. Rastafari Progressive Movement, can't forget the Mama Bonga Lights. You don't know how to go, dynamic duo. But check this out. Why would they need to have the union members sensitized? I mean, I wonder who organized this. This is becoming more and more suspicious when you think about it. It's becoming more and more suspicious. I'm just saying. I wonder who is really behind this. I wasn't there, so I wasn't going to say nothing, but I'm going to say something now, man. Can somebody explain to me why was this? Maybe I'm missing something. Tell me what y'all think. What am I missing here? What am I missing here, family? What am I missing here? Let me see the comments, man. What am I missing here, family? Why would they have the meeting at the NUPW? In fact, speaking of NUPW, right? Speaking of that, let me flip the script real quick. There is a union request. Now, the NUPW president questioned whether the government has room to withdraw aspects of the pension reform. Now, I wonder why the union president would feel as though the government ain't got no quote unquote wiggle room. I wonder what information they have that apparently the rest of us don't have. Because clearly then there's information that's out there that isn't being shared. You don't believe me? Let me give you the facts of the matter right now. We're going to go through some of these. We can go through some of these quotes in a minute. I can go back through the chat. We're going to scroll and go back through some of them. Let me say this real quick. Y'all remember a few years ago, there was talk about, what was it? There was talk about mandatory jukes and all kind of stuff. There was a big conversation with the attorney general and that kind of stuff. Then they had a thing called 789. It was a walk. Because that week, they said they're going to bring out legislation on Friday, and this is what it's going to be. And folks said, oh, yeah, 789, we're going to have a walk. We're going to talk. This a walk. Wasn't a rally. Wasn't a protest. Nothing. We're just having a walk. There's no need to have permission to walk through Barbados or Bridgetown, whether singularly in a group of tourists. In fact, the tourist ship pull up to Barbados, and the entire tourist ship, all them 3,000 people, how many, walk up the boardwalk, all the way up, walk up from the port, all through town, all the way up to Broad Street, all the way up sometimes to the beach and all kind of stuff. And don't nobody stop them from doing that? As a group. So, anyhow. So we had this walk, and right afterwards, the prime minister didn't say a word. They never talked about no more mandate. They never said a word about that. But what they did was this. Y'all remember? Anybody remember what? Anybody remembers what happened right after that walk? What did the prime servant do right afterwards? What did she do? What did she do, family? See, that's why I said this is chess, not checkers. We playing the wrong cards, family. Moving the wrong pieces. Let me tell you what she did. The Prime Minister, Mia Mottley, is appealing to all members of the social partnership to fully support her administration's controversial proposed pension reforms. Y'all remember yet? She went to the public sector and the private sector and had your boss tell you, if you plan on working here, you got to get that. Now, would the boss know about any medical advice? In fact, by mere fact that the so-called boss advise you on a medical issue, if you have gotten ill as a result of any of this, and I know a lady who have gotten seriously ill, several adverse effects, and up to now, Miss Clark, I ain't forget you. No words. In fact, we're going to bring her on here. I think that's the best thing to do. Your boss owe you though because he was the one told you go get it because you ain't had no plans on, and he insisted you go get it. So you should insist on that he compensate you for any damages, losses. He ain't exempt from that. Yeah, man. What they did was they got the social partners involved. Family, pay attention. So now she's saying no, because guess what? All the COVID, a lot of them took the money. See, you got a couple dollars for being home. In fact, you got a free basket of food and fruits, some corned beef and some macaroni and some. I didn't know because I didn't get any. They didn't give me. They skipped my house. I thought it was a bit strange. I saw the truck and everything going door to door. They skipped my house. I tell myself over it. Is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence? They said, nah, we didn't give me the rest of my house. That's all right. I ain't wanting it anyhow. The point I want to make, though, they went to the social partners and quick. So the bosses was telling people, employees, you got to get it. You got to get it. And a lot of people went because of fear of losing their jobs. They went and they got that, family. That's what happened. They went and they took that. Serious thing, family. So now guess what? There are people up in arms about this new change in the time from 65 to 67, 60, which is funny because the reality is you got to first make 65 to even be concerned about 67 or 8, because the way this thing going these days, I don't know if it's just luck or fate, but a lot of people ain't gonna make it to that gate. It seems strange, man. I ain't know what's going on, but it just out the blue, people just turning blue. Just like that. So although I admire the reality for me is like, yo, hold on, wait. We got more pressing issues right now than down the road. And I ain't saying I ain't concerned with what's going on down the road. I'm saying I'm more concerned with going on now. And right now, it ain't looking good. There are a lot of social issues right now that need immediate address and redress. For example, September, school. Remember the children? Remember the change in the bills? Them changes went through. Y'all forgot. I ain't forget. We got some serious issues right now. Now, the funny thing is, to me, I see a lot more people paying attention about the pension bill and the safety of the children. I ain't calling the names. I'm just saying I noticed that. I just noticed that. A lot of people got a lot to say all of a sudden. But this country, like most countries, have been known for selling out the youth for their comfortability. Signs of being on a plantation and being enslaved mentally. Y'all ain't got to listen to me. I give you the hard facts. That's the way it ought to be. We've been playing with this too long, family. Barbados government is a corporation. You ain't got to pay no taxes. There's no law that require you to pay taxes as a sovereign individual, not a citizen. If you're a citizen, you subject to all that. If you're a citizen, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Shafet policy, rules, and regulation don't apply to you until you go through them doors. You step on that property, then you got to adhere to the statute and the constitution of that entity. Outside of that, there's no jurisdiction over you or me. But sovereignty is what we don't have, because they trick you by creating an external version of yourself and enslave you. And we subscribe to it ignorantly for lack of knowledge. We are destroyed, the people of God. You ain't going to get this in church, man. You can get a sermon promised in heaven, like pension, down the road. The God I serve is a God of now. Is a now God, not a later God. He ain't candy. Is a now God. He deal with it now. So here's the deal, family. When it comes to pension in Barbados, it's time you start to learn and know what you are entitled to, what you have a right to. I'm going to say this once again. They're going to privatize that insurance scheme very soon. They have to. All that talk. So when this man talk about investing over the next, what did he say? 12 or 15 years, you know he really talking much less than that. Because that's to give you the confidence that you got time. What they're not telling you is that they're going to take what is left in the tank, send it abroad as an investment. And like what was the last one? The last investment that they write off was $1 billion. And this one added up to 1.2 billion. So when they raid the barn and privatize it, those who come on as the private owners now of this insurance that are required to pay into, you want to pay more into your national insurance scheme and hope to get it back down the road under the promise of the private sector. But that investment he talked about sending abroad, that's how they plan to raid the barn. Remember, Emmanuel told you so this night. Remember that. There's something called organized chaos here. I ain't falling for it. I ain't falling for it. They about to privatize that. Don't get tight with it. You don't believe me? I better start checking the news, man. They be telling you, they be putting this stuff right in front of your face, and we still don't see it. Still don't see it, man. Or we pretend we don't want to see it. That's what's up. That's what's up. Anyhow, let me check these comments, because I got a lot of wise people right here now. Let me scroll back up. Let me go back up a little bit here, man. Central Bank of Barbados is giving a green light to launder US 40. Wait. Now look, see that? Look, the first comment, I scroll back up and click on it. The first comment, and guess what? Police and thief, for real. Yeah, ISIS, I know you done know what's going on, family. I know you done know what's going on, family. Straight up. I know you done know, man. Tax. When you already know, family. You already know, man. I like this one here. Adam has not even said who they're investing with, what the investment entails, just that they invest in. Yeah. What was it? White Owl or something like that. I can't remember the name. I can't, man. Yeah, that's right. Adams can't tell you because they're gonna set up their foreign companies, invest in themselves. Come on, y'all know how this go already. Stop giving those criminals your hard-earned fiat money and call a spade, man. It's a hoax. We already know that. So what we're gonna do in the meantime, we gotta play to win. You gotta play the hand that you were dealt. You can't turn it in. So what we gonna do, family? Start to support each other. Find a group that making things happen. Get with them. If your church making moves, strengthen it. If your lodge making move, check it to make sure that they ain't compromising and sell you out. I just saying. Lord, these masters in a master are nothing but talk. Facts. Because there's nowhere in 2023 we in a position like this and ain't nobody saying nothing. You ain't seeing nothing happening but the same. For those who in order, hold firm and keep the faith. See the rest of y'all, YouTube display, right? Go and watch it, man. Straight up. Pension. $240 per week, which is 20 times 2, $468. That's a month. That's $972 a month, Barbados dollars. Well, wait, hold on a minute. You tell me that, less than $1,000 a month? If they got rent, wait a minute, less than $1,000 a month, well, maybe it's a double, maybe somebody else in the house working and bringing in bread, because If you got rent and you retire, you get $1,000 a month or less than $1,000 a month. You got medication, food, utilities. I don't know how you're gonna survive off of that one right there, man. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work. It gotta be a scam for sure. Change the demographic makeup of them, people that are easy to control. Of course, especially if you bring them in under your government and get them visas and cars and stipend when the month come and get them established with jobs. Come election, guess who they voting for? Because they didn't guarantee the next fella gonna respect them. It's a clever move. How much they said they're gonna bring in? 180 somebody thousand people. Nah, family. Once you know who governs the central bank, you will understand why. Whoa. Listen, family, they know exactly what they're doing. Make no mistake about it, man. Write off billions owed by government, writing off millions owed by companies, all contributions to this debacle, all contributed to this debacle. Yeah, those write-off were just for the sake of conversation. What that was, those were payouts. See, we call them write-offs, but they're really payouts. Those were payouts, you know. Those were the dividends from the business of not. Question, is it national insurance 100% government, or is it part government and part private? That's a question I've been trying to find out. Can somebody tell me, is the national insurance as a business, as a corporation, because it must have a business set up, is it 100% government, or is it part government, part private? Just asking for, like the port and the airport. I asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. What's the real reason for paying NIS? It's friendly. It's called friendly extortion. To only invest in outside companies that don't know nothing about Barbados, and when these companies go belly up, all your investment money gone. Can somebody say David Copperfield? Can somebody say David Copperfield? Because that's what it is. That's what it is, man. And I'm telling you, family, there's no money right now in the national insurance. You're not going to get anything. You might get a pension, yes. Don't get me wrong. But that's money that they'll be borrowed. That's borrowed money. They're going to borrow money to pay you what you paid into that you should be receiving from. Something ain't right. And although they're not saying that, tell me where they're going to get the money from. These big head politicians need to go. Well, you know what? They may need to go, but you can't get rid of them because Barbados is a corporation. And the owners of the corporation is not going to put anybody in place to run the corporation that they have not previously approved. So right now, the climate is ripe for a new party, is ripe for a new party. But here's the problem. This new party is made up of who? Members of the old parties or 100% fresh, clear, free-thinking people? That's my question. Because if it's made up of members of the old parties, how do we know it is not basically the old parties creating a new party to make you think that it's a new party when the truth is you still ain't going to get an invite to the party? The illusion of inclusion. This star of sorrel here, right? Drinking like I squeeze the sorrel fresh off the tree, man. In the middle of summer. Outside warm. This right here, it hitting, man. Shout out to Star on that one for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Hey, look, I could go on, family. What time is it, man? Look, let me get this in. Let me wrap this up. National insurance is their piggy bank. Yes, yes, it is their piggy bank. You know how much they love the pig. Trust me. They always, yeah. Voted for her. Now we have more problems. Listen, family, the Moors have not always been right and exact. You got some Moors that be set tripping, man. Trust me on that. They exploit their own people with no problem. Look it up. But all not the same. We not the same. Facts. Spanish Inquisition. Go look it up, family. Go look it up. Y'all have gotten a wealth of information on this program a long time. Politically incorrect. Almost gave up on my account, which was hacked, and my page also. Wait, hold on a minute. What's this? Hail family, greetings. Page also got no response from support team. Was later recommended at cyberhacker44 on Instagram, who assists me to recover my account back. Okay, there's no way to contact Facebook, so you just need to be persistent with figuring out things for yourself. I hope this helps. Okay, I don't know if this is actually you, sis, or this is something else going on. But I don't know. If anything, message me and let me know that was legitimately you. Yeah, so I would either delete that or what, because all kind of stuff going on. All kind of stuff. But you know what? Being scared of no ghosts, that's all right. These people think we so stupid we can rub anything in our face and we call it icing. Listen, icing? Listen, Beverly, don't even start me here. Don't even start me, man. The more you think about it, the more you see through the fog, man. We just got to think, family. We just got to think. Where's that 40 million going? It's going into somebody's account abroad. I mean, he said it. But the next 12 to 15 years, that's to give the illusion of hope. That money must be almost gone already for all we know. Enough is enough. I agree. Now, let me say this regarding Tony Moore. Like, Tony Moore last time, like I said, Tony Moore is a Moore. In fact, I said this before. One of the plantations that were governed by the Moors, believe it or not, that Moors actually owned a plantation in Barbados, is in the same exact constituency where Tony Moore is now supposed to be representative. Y'all figure out how comes she is running that particular area. Just connect the dots, family. Connect the dots, man. I showed y'all a map a few weeks ago with indigenous people in Barbados, kind of in that same general location, St. George / St. John / St. Philip, that kind of region. Now, the individual that was holding the bow only represents indigenous colony, or what they were considered space where they reserved, whatever they want to call it, at the time. That's where they were located. It wasn't one man. He represented an entire nation that was located in that area. But of course, they always paint the picture very different to what it was. We got to start doing some reading, family. These folks are not here legitimately. They function all for maritime law. You see the new commercial license plates? See these commercial law. Commercial law is what they have us operating under here. Strictly UCC maritime, man. This ain't got nothing to do with the land, family. It's all trickery. All trickery. Stop paying into that scam, national insurance. There's nothing they could do to you. Don't let them tell you about how long you can get charged and this kind of stuff. There's nothing they could do to you. I heard Caswell Franklin said it could almost be in prison. That ain't true. That is not true. Ask them to show you the contract that you agreed to pay into that scheme in the first place. Tell them to produce the signed contract where you agreed to pay national insurance into the national insurance scheme. When you go and sign an insurance, but let me get a little technical here real quick. When you go and you sign an insurance claim, got the wrong term. When you go and sign for an insurance policy, you call up your agent. You say, listen, I got some money, got some plans. I want to sign it. I want a policy. I want a life insurance policy. Don't they bring a policy, a document? You come, you look at it, you read, these are the conditions, this is what's going to happen. There's an agreement, and then you sign it, and you say, well, yeah, you get a copy. They get a copy of the policy. Where is your national insurance policy that you signed that they agreed to? Somebody please show me it. Somebody. In fact, if you have a policy right here, go take your name out, take a picture with your phone, and post it in the comments right below. I want to see a picture of the contract the agreement that you made with the government to pay into national insurance. You ain't got to pay them jack. You ain't got to give them no money. Ask them to produce a signed contract by you that said you agreed to pay them X amount of money. Let these employers scam you, man. They're all the social partners, the slaveocracy, the private sector, the plantocracy. Stop letting them fool you, family. Enough is enough. Stop begging to be comfortable on the plantation. Recognize it's a plantation and get off. Come out of her, my people. I can't figure out what's wrong with these so-called Christians, and I got to say so-called because the scripture said to come out of her at that point in time. Y'all don't see the writing on the wall. Y'all don't see the writing on the wall. Tell them light the fire. We've been in it and walk out already. What are you gonna do now? We done proved that don't work. Rastafari. So all they can do now is act as if we don't exist. Come on, politically incorrect, man. Let's have a conversation. What's the brother name? The minister that's supposed to be speaking? What's his name, man? But he's Seventh-day Adventist. What's Colin? I think his name is Colin or something like that. Yo, Colin, I remember you when I was going to church, Colin. Come on, politically. In fact, somebody send me Colin number. Send me his number. Let's see if the Christian brother serving two gods or not. Yeah, he said it. Call Colin, man. Hopefully nothing don't happen to Colin between now when they call him, because last month I said you're gonna call, end up dropping down dead. So I gotta be careful. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Yeah. Call me as soon as you can, just in case, huh? Because you never know. You never know. But I'm definitely gonna call you. Leslie not answered the phone yet. Speaking of Leslie. Wait. Leslie Haynes is the chairman of the NIS 2020 to present, a former CLICO director. Shaking my head. You cannot be serious. First of all, this QC, I ain't even going to touch that, man. We got bigger issues to deal with. This man is really, and he's still in charge for 2020. No, well, then again, yeah, that's just the other day. Look, that's why I'm saying Barbados is not a real place. It's a business family, and they all in the business together. They all in the business together. Go tell a friend to tell a friend. Stop playing, man. You don't have to pay no national insurance. I know Caswell said that, and this is nothing against your brother. He has a lot of good points here and there, and I support perhaps most of them. I don't know if I endorse all. In fact, I don't endorse all. I ain't got no problem saying that. Ain't nothing personal. It's just a reality. What I will say is this, though. You do not have to pay your national insurance. There is nothing they could do to you. Ask them if they call you to produce the contract. That's it. That's it. Stop giving these criminals your money so they can launder it by investing it in offshore businesses outside of Barbados over the next 12 to 15. He told next 12 to 15 months. That's what they're talking about, because they're going to privatize it. They are going to privatize the national insurance. Do not fall for it. Don't. You don't believe me? This is the only thing I'm going to say about Miss Cummins right here. Only thing. Because the reality is she might be telling the truth. She might be telling the gospel truth, like it or not. And I quote, Cummins says, making NIS a commercial enterprise is the best approach. End of quote. And I'm done with that. I ain't got nothing else to say about that. Yeah, I think they playing, man. See the union playing both sides. No, they're not. Union playing one side. That's the political side. They ain't playing both. They ain't doing nothing for the interest of the people. Even if it looked that way now, it's equivalent to the farmer feeding I hear with the old, I hear with the elders, man. I hear with the elders, family. Listen, let me tell you something else, family. Like I said, get with a program that doing some work. If you want to know, wait, not that one. Wait. Let me put this up here real quick. If you want to know what's going on, right? On the road up ahead, you want someone returning. Get involved in different initiatives. Get involved in anything right now that is going to sustain you and your family long term. Stop thinking short. Plan now for later. Now, insurance is not the one. But some folks are going to stay because they're comfortable. They think so. They're going to learn the hard way. Right now, across the world, man, banks are closing daily. ATMs shutting down daily. In fact, they're limited how much you can take out. Not the bank, not your card. Your card may have a max, but that machine tell you, nah, you could only get but so much on a transaction. So you have to make multiple transactions, which every transaction is going to be more fees, especially if the machine is not one from your bank, like the core machines. Yeah, man. Pay attention. Anyhow, let me just drop 2 more comments right here, man. Oh, there's a reason why me and Motley need Tony Moore in the BLP. I'm going to leave that right there for those paying attention. Check the comments. The comments are crazy. Barbados National Oil Company Limited. Really? A memorandum of understanding on Thursday to bring the plans to fruition. It will be 32 acres of land at the BWU mangrove. Okay, well, look, we need to see documents. Showing its sense, social injustice of national significance. The sheriff in the building. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yes, Beverly. Serious. I told you all this already, man. They're watching what's going on in America. Yep. They are. They're paying very close attention. They already know what's coming. And let me say this real quick, family. They had a fight recently with some white folks and jumped to Black Brother, and then a bunch of other folks, the Black folks came to the rescue and had a big little brawl and stuff. It was good theatrics, don't get me wrong. America is known for false flags, man, like known for false flags. A lot of stuff happened daily, and if they want to stop a video from going viral, that's easy. I'm telling you about it. I'm not asking you. It's something called shadow ban. They could shut it down. It won't even go but so far. It'll burn out like a matchstick. But as you see videos going like a bonfire, you gotta be careful. And I'll tell you why. There's a movie called They Clone Tyrone. Some of y'all may have seen it. It came out recently on Netflix. But in that movie, they showed the end of it where, of course, brothers came out together and fought against some white folks. Technically. But, technically. Yeah, give thanks. And leave it at that. I just find it real coincidental that right after that movie came out, some Black folks came together to fight white folks in a street brawl. Kind of like the movie Social Engineering. So right now there's a civil tension in America. The whites and blacks, KKK, niggers, that kind of thing. That kind of conversation going on. Yeah. Listen, man. I'm just saying, family. Don't believe the hype. Don't fall for it. Here, pay attention. Pay attention. The other one is Barbie. This Barbie movie. This Barbie. Who wants to be a Barbie when they could be a queen or a goddess? Like, who wants to be a Barbie? Someone said Barbie is a look. A look. But when last I looked, the Barbie look didn't look like us. A lot of our young daughters and stuff want to go and watch this. Families, I'm going to tell you this. If you have girl children, don't take them to watch that movie. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you've done it already, I pray, man, like understand the programming psychologically, what that film is representing. Do not let your children go watch no Barbie, no white doll. Think about what you're doing, family. Just think about it. Do not let your girl children go watch that. I don't care how much they like Barbie, want to be like Barbie. Nah. Barbie never represented us ever. The only reason why Barbie started selling brown dolls because they only were brown. They didn't actually look like us. It was white dolls but looked brown with the same kind of long straight hair. They never represented us afros, thick lips, and big noses. They never. If they do now, it's because it's a marketing strategy. They cares nothing about our culture other than trying to erase it. Don't get tight with it. Stay far from that film as best you can. We only know right now in Barbados and the Caribbean. We only know Barbie. We need the Natty Greggs, man. That's what we need. That's what we need. We only know Ken. We need the Toussaints, Denmark Vesey and the likes. I even throw in Bussa, although there were many others that represented us that we don't even talk about. The 1863 revolution in Barbados that twisted everything. Those are the ones they don't talk about. See, the ones they talk about, see the ones they do not talk about because they don't want you to know your bloodline. Yeah. Imagine that. Like I said, national insurance, man, do not let them fool you, family. Don't let them fool you, man. Belly said, who calling my name? Come on, you know who calling my name. Good night, Mia. Just give you a shout out. I want you, Mia, to come on Politically Incorrect. You be all over the world doing interviews, all over. I ain't never see you on the Marcia Week show. I ain't not be, Politically Incorrect. I'm just saying, show out Marcia, this seat might be a bit too warm for you. Just saying. But the funny thing is, come and talk to your people. Since we in it all together, I don't see you around these parts, man. I don't be seeing you around these negative words, man. How come? Mr. Politician, man. We don't see you upon the corner. But yet you know everything will go on here. Mr. Minister, and now your suit and your collar. How come we don't see you upon the corner? While we chill, drink beer, and blaze the... anyhow, family, let me know. What time is it? I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. Listen, family, national insurance, Barbados is not a real place. It's not. I gave you 5 reasons earlier why it's a scam. I gave you 5 reasons. 5. The first one, like I said, it's a corporation. It's a company. This is all corporate law we're dealing with. Complete corporate law. There's nothing they could do at this point but try to make you comfortable with your uncomfortability about being comfortable on the plantation. That's it. There's nothing they could do. You're going to comply. Full stop. Because now what's going to happen is the government might shuffle it a bit, but you see the boss now, you got to pay a new tax. You got to put more in your national insurance. All kind of stuff about to happen. And you're going to accept it. What else can you do? You can always protest. But what for? I mean, you still got to go work when you're done. Being serious. Come out of her, my people. Yeah, it might be a little uncomfortable for a day or two, but trust me, where there's a will, there is a way. And you'll be surprised how we start to pool resources, how we can start to sustain each other and help each other along this way. They all need us. All of them. All of them. Don't wait till they shift the balance. Don't wait till they shift the balance in this nation to then start wondering what's going on in this nation. Our elders right now are in a state of danger. They're in a place of danger because a lot of them are already getting less than they deserve, barely holding on. So they're going to have to end up probably sustain themselves to finance your house then, granny. Let me just, the government always got the idea, well, let's finance your property. You got land, you got land, you got a house. Well, tell you what, we're going to finance this. We're going to grant you a loan, granny, and we just going to pay this in and deduct it from your pension when the month comes so you'll be able to sustain yourself. And it's a pass on sign to your grandchildren and so on and so forth. Our elders right now have issues, man. Forget all that raising the pension retirement age. Right now, what the elders getting is a crisis by itself. We too busy trying to secure our skin. We ain't studying nobody else. We ain't thinking about the ones that are already suffering and been suffering. We ain't even thinking about the children who coming next. We only concerned about us right here, right now. We have always sold out the children for the revolution, right? For our comfort. Always. That's why the youths don't want to hear nothing most adults they got to say. They don't want to hear nothing from one. I'm telling you that right now. Straight up and down, man. We got crisis right now. I ain't knocking the body and the 65, 7, 8, 9, whatever it is, because I ain't even studying that. Me personally. I dealing with what's going on right here, right now. We got school around the corner, September. What happened to that? What happened to that? The what's her name? The lady from education, K. Whatever happened to that? Fire. Light these surfaces, man, and bring heat and purity to what we want purifying. Simple as that. We calling forward for that. They ain't got no conscience, man. They do what they do with impunity and keep smiling and keep going. They ain't even studying us. One, they ain't got no choice. Anyhow, the IMF, we ain't got to tell you. We ain't got to tell you that at all. You already know the IMF in the building. Armageddon, Sitting Bull. Yes. Okay. Rise in glory, Rastafari. I give thanks for that one. I give thanks for that for sure. Wait, today's what day? The 14th. Give thanks. Great observation on the observation on the viral video and movie. I haven't seen Barbie. Won't never was interested. Why be a Barbie when you could be a queen, a goddess? Why? Why do it? Why do it? Hold on, I got something to show you all in a minute, man. I ain't even playing, man. Deep. It's mind programming. It's pure mind programming. Like that little brawl they had. It's crazy. Crazy. You don't. I'm doing it live, man. Tell you, cut that out, man. 16-year-old man driving me nuts. Yeah, man. Love him to life, though. What you could do. They said the brawl was for real, no gimmicks. No, I'm not saying it. Well, wait a minute. Whoa. Don't get me wrong. Wait a minute. Don't get me wrong. I don't doubt it was for real. I don't doubt it was for real at all. That's like what's his name? The guy with I can't breathe. I don't doubt that was for real either. I just know it might have been a bit orchestrated. I just can't. I'm just saying it. Just the timing is quite, it's like Van Wyck and the cashless society in Barbados happening in the same week. A van driver gets robbed. The government decides we're going to just make cashless so no more money so the drivers don't get robbed. Just seem a little too. Come on, man. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Aunt Rose, help me, man. Never give my youths no damn white dolls. That's right. Listen, stop giving your children these white dollies. I don't see it as much as before, but please, in fact, you go in the store in Barbados and see white dolls. Ask the owner, what are you trying to do? You're in a country of bare black children. White people don't even shop in half these stores. Who are you selling white dollies to? Black children? Do not support those stores. Stop supporting them. They don't have your interest at heart. They don't have your interest or your child's interest at heart. Stop supporting. You go in any store and see a white doll. Well, let me rephrase that because they're going to start saying that, being biased and stuff. Let me rephrase that. If you see 10 dolls and majority of them white, don't shop there because they ain't thinking about you. Because we're in a society where predominantly African folks, Ethiopian folks, and even saying black no more for right now. I mean, is the time is that kind of time? And even saying black for right now no more. Real thing. We're gonna take it home, man. The ether people. If they don't represent the ether people, the melanated people, we ain't dealing with it. Cut them off. Cut them off, man. Cut them off, man. Somebody says she would never, wait, she don't talk when she's supposed to. She would never come on this show. You know what I honestly feel, though? I think she would come. I think she would come. In fact, it would be an honest conversation. I tell you for a fact, it would be an honest conversation. I have nothing against Mia Motley. Nothing. Mia Motley is fulfilling her divine role. Somebody got to be Pharaoh. Somebody got to be Mia. Somebody got to be. This happened to be her. Somebody got to be you, and somebody got to be me. We are fulfilling that which we personally agreed to fulfill prior to come. This is not Calvinistic thinking and predestination. This is divine will and order, man. Divine order. That's what this is. That's why we're here having this conversation. We here to fix this particular wrong. We're here to balance, neutralize, and counteract what's going on. Reestablish, reaffirm, and raise the flag of divine order in 2023 and beyond. Why? Because we now in the day of Aquarius. This is no longer the Pisces. What they used to do can't do no more. Daytime has gone. They're barely trying to prop up an imploding system. Hence, they're looking to drain the treasury and run. Unfortunately, they're only trying to run as far as the money could take them. The problem is living in a spiritual time, though. We wrestle not against flesh and blood alone, family. This is serious times. Don't get tired with it. Anyhow. Thanks for you too, family. Dominique in the building. We love you, same way. We all family. Dominique and Barbados connection is real. Shout out to the elder, Charles, as well. You know who you are. I give thanks for the message today, the information, the update. Perfect timing. We definitely got to talk as soon as possible, especially about that other thing. You know, the thing we talked about. Yeah. Look, my brother right here. He know the low law. He got it covered. This is the brother that does a lot of work in the system. That is correct. Barbados is an incorporated entity. See what I'm saying, family? It's a business. You do not have to pay your national insurance. Don't let anybody trick you. Tell them you want to see the contract that you agree to pay that. That's all you got to ask them. Tell them I'm not denying anything or acknowledging anything. I'm simply saying, since you tell me I have to pay this, show me where I agreed as an individual, a private individual, and not a corporate citizen to pay this. Pardon me. Tell them to show you. Tell them produce it. Because it's civil law, not criminal law. It's civil. Produce the documents. Produce the document. Anyhow, Beverly. I see you, Beverly. Keep safe too. Isis, oh man. Isis dropped the link right here. Look, the link right here. Barbie's History, time.com. Look, family, if you want to know the story with Barbie, the link right there, time.com. Go check it out. Isis, give thanks for that one. I didn't see or hear from you in a minute. You good? Oh, everybody good? The family. Shout out to the family. You know how it is. Love is love, right? True. The elderly getting poor health services as well. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. That's a fact. Serious, man. We got current issues all across the region. The other islands ain't doing it different. Don't get tight with it. Dominica in a different. The government in Dominica doing beer madness. I mean, absolute madness. Absolute madness. If you really know what's going on in Dominica, family, I'm telling you, man, this is time for the Caribbean to come together as one. One Caribbeans, man. One. By connecting, cooperatives, connecting, coming together. In fact, yeah, FADE, family. If you want to be a part of the FADE movement, there's a number on your screen. Give us a call. The number is 246 is the area code. 246-838-8253. It's a movement. It's a nation. It's a lot of things in one. Give us a call. Tell a friend and tell a friend, family. I'm telling you, this thing happening, and it happening in real time. For sure, for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. In fact, we sending bare kinetic energy right now to Dominica. Let's pick an island at night, family, to just send energy towards. I'm sending nothing but kinetic energy towards Dominica. Positive energy, strength. We send a care package to our brothers and sisters in Dominica and Antigua and St. Vincent, St. Lucia, across the whole region, across the world, but definitely the region because it's our backyard. Horn drum beat first. All we got is us in this neck of the woods. Let me join hands and show we love the region. That's what's up, man. We ain't thinking like islanders no more. That's how they try to separate us, like islanders. We're not separated by the land. We join together by the water. Rastafari. I give thanks, family. Anyhow, family, I gonna make a dash for it. I said, don't go bunny hopping. No comment. No comment. I like that. Mia was placed there to wake us up. I totally support that. Like, I don't even see her as no enemy at all. I see her as a necessary. I see her as necessary. You know, fulfilling her role. He said nothing divine. I beg to differ, man. Because at the end of the day, well, I don't want to say the end of the day because there's no end of the day. Word without end. A little cliche to tell us to keep reaffirming in our mind. There's no end. There's no end. Believe that. What I will say is this. There's a master architect behind it all. All. Nothing happens without divine consent. Nothing. So everyone is fulfilling their divine role, the role they was sent here to fulfill for the divine purpose and the outcome. Pay attention. Read between the lines, family. Everybody fulfilling their role, man. Facts. Haiti. You know what? I need to make some phone calls because one of the things we also know about propaganda, like Africa, growing up, they always show us pictures of Africa where Africans starving, pot bellies, flies all over their mouth, their nose, their ears, vultures ready to go and eat these children because they're on the verge of death. And they promoted that for years. And be like, we ain't want nothing to do with Africa after seeing them, those propagandas, that propaganda machine. Truth in the fact is, we need boots on the ground in Haiti to know what's really going on because a lot of stuff is going on. A lot of stuff is going on. I'm not saying that a lot of it may not be true. I'm saying that, you know what? We can't even trust the media right now, family. So let's indeed send our kinetic energy to Haiti as well. More strength, wisdom to the people. Let's make a difference in the thoughts we have and the meditations we have of each other. You know, see the good in each other, the greater good in each other, man. That's what's up, man. Those who think that business will remain passive better check that the youth mindset is different and it's time we let them lead. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. I love this for sure. For sure. And the thing is this, though. You cannot stop an idea whose time has come. It is that time. It's Aquarius, like I said. This is a different day, man. A different day. Different day. Give thanks for the link here, Isis. You know, y'all already know that, if I got to pick a tune, y'all already know which tune I going to pick. Y'all already know which tune I going to pick, man. Before I go, though, let me say one thing. And I got to say this, man. I think it's only right that I mention this. You know, they got rid of that guy from the BTMI, right? Yeah, the guy that they imported and give all that money to. My question is, can somebody tell me what he did while he was here? Can somebody please tell me what he did while he was here? When he collected all that money, can somebody please tell me what this guy did while he was here? Please, somebody please tell me what this guy did. Let me just put this picture up real quick. Right here. Bam. Can somebody please tell me what this guy did while he was here? While he was here. What did he do, family? That's two, Beverly. Oh, no. That's two, Beverly. It's either somebody talking my name Or that popcorn, my daughter, like she just burned. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to find out what's going in the kitchen right now, though. I'm going to find out, man. You all right? Yeah, all right. Nothing like some burned popcorn on a Monday night. I gotta love her though. I go in and see what's going on in my kitchen here. I don't know. I can check and make sure everything. So before I go though, family, let me just drop. Y'all already know how we do, man. I ain't gotta tell y'all, man. I gotta play a tune for me. Y'all know what tune I gonna play already, man. Y'all already know what tune I gonna play, man. Yes. Pull it from the top, family. Yes, family. Give thanks for joining Politically Incorrect tonight. Tell a friend. You get the real, raw facts. Facts the matter. Not just the matter. Facts. Right here. Like I said, don't fall for it, family. Don't fall for it. Not a distraction. Pay attention to what's really going on in this for the financial sector. And you're going to see. Start organizing your funds to the bank, and what you're going to do with it. Pay attention. This is not a real deal. Start taking a minute to buy. Tell yourself ready and listen. Going here. Here.
We've been down in the valley
Much too long.
We've been down in a poverty oh so long, yeah. We've been down in captivity much too long. We've been down in humility and oh so long. So rise and shine and win your liberations. For now's the time when all nations must be free. So rise and shine, restore your strength and power.
Restore your strength and power, family.
Waste no more
time. Remember
the
history, family. Let me just make a point right real quick. It's only right that I do this here, man. Flip from the top. One reason only, man. Listen, anyone heard anything about Patrick King? I have not heard or seen anything on his page lately, man. That's a fact. I don't know. The answer questions last week. Not heard from Patrick in a while. I don't personally communicate with his brother. You know people who communicate with his brother. I've seen it again. Check on your family. Let's stay and check on your family. Respect. Patrick, if you're watching, Patrick, just go for life, Patrick. Do something. Do a video clip for us on the beach or drinking a beer or whatever. I don't know. Some stars or you're going to get some more. Okay, stars for the family. Here's a girl, I'll be leave, man.
We've been down in the valley much too long.
For real, man. Stars, you think, family.
We've been down in a poverty oh so long,
family. Pay attention.
We've been down in captivity much too long. We've been down in humility and oh so long. So rise and shine and win your liberations. For now is the time, family.
Now is the time, family.
Rise and shine. Restore your strength and power. Waste no more time. Remember your history.
What's so fast there? Listen, family. I give you the key, right? I give you the key, man. I give you the key, family. Don't go with all at once. Be wise.
We've been
Be
down
strategy.
in a separation much too long.
Much too long, family.
We've been down in humiliation oh so long, yeah. We've been down in a condemnation much too long. long.
Much too long, family. Much too long.
We've been down in the segregation oh so long. So rise and shine,
Rise and shine.
as the morning sun that surrounds you. It's International Morality Time.
Colin Jordan, come on the program,
where
brother.
mankind must be born anew.
Colin Jordan, come on the program. Politically incorrect, man.
Rise and shine,
In the name of Jesus,
for the
man.
sake of the younger generation.
For the sake of the younger generation. We're going to explain to the youth how this will benefit them. Come. We have a conversation.
We've been down in the valley much too long. We've been down in a poverty oh so long, yeah.
What's the Empress?
We've been down in captivity much too long. We've been down in humility and oh so long. We've been down in a separation much too long. We've been down in a tribulation oh so long.
Get involved, family. 84246-888-838-888-888-852. Area code 246-888-852.
In a segregation
Come on.
so long. Yeah. We've been down in the valley much too long.
Rise and shine, family. Rise and shine.
We've been down
We post a link.
in a
Everybody.
poverty oh so long.
What's the money wheeler, man?
We've been down in captivity much too long.
Captivity much too long, family.
We've been down in humility oh so long. So rise and shine.
You believe this here, man? The nerve of the DLP for real. The nerve of the DLP to ask the DLP to repair the national insurance. For real. You believe the audacity? Look, that's why I tell y'all this is not a real place, man. And the thing is, right, these individuals act like they got some sort of divine impunity. And you can't talk to them or they can't talk to you. Think about it. The DLP asking the BLP to repair the INS money they took from the piggy bank. Can somebody say 4 seasons? You're out of here, man. Look, let's take for the elderly. The oath is this: no women, no children, no elderly. Take care of the women, the children, and the elderly. That is man. Conversation is clear, man.
We've been down in the valley.
Fix it, man. Fix it.
much.
Get your house in order, man. We're not gonna be a sport, man.
We've been down in a poverty.
Anyhow, Tony, we gonna link. Join me on Wednesday. We might go part 2 on Friday. What y'all heard. Ultimate daughter, by the way. I got some information from her, man. I cannot believe this thing. Names that called places, times, and things. National insurance. You already want to know they know.
Rise and
This you ready for part 2. Calling names, places, and things. Yeah, thanks. Not Wednesday, maybe Friday. Got some things planned this week, so we gonna see. You have a great night. Good station. I'll be aware. At least not the first time per minute. One perfect knowledge. Live in love and unity, family, all the time. The alarm has been sounded, family. The alarm has been sounded.